Hello and welcome back. In this video, we are going to write Python solution to some problem. Let's get started. All right, here is the problem. One more time. Problem is given an array of two integers. Return indices of two numbers such that they add up to a specific target. So one particular example is also provided here. So here we have array containing 10, 20, 35, and 40, and the target is given as 30. It's the same problem that we did in Java solution, and then it's fairly straightforward because the array is smaller here. So first two numbers, 10 and 20, they add up to 30. So that's our answer. That will be our answer for this array, and the indices associated with these two numbers. For 10, it is 0. That's the first index. That's how the indexing system works in most of the programming languages. And for 20, it is 1. So the answer would be 0, 1. That would be our answer. That's what we need to return for this array. Okay. And then the skeleton that is written here, that's more for Java type of languages, having this kind of structure, that we discussed in the Java video. So we're not going to discuss that here. I'm going to delete that. So okay, and I'm also going to delete that because that's our clean problem over here. Now let's go to our terminal and use our VI editor, write the program in Python, and then supply that program to the Python interpreter and see the result. Okay, so now briefly what we need to do is, here we are with the terminal. I'm going to just minimize this one so that we have nice beautiful looking background over there for us to enjoy while programming. And then the other thing that we need to do when we enjoy programming is, now since we just wrote Java program, now we need to forget Java syntax for a while and then recall our Python syntax and then do Python programming, get the results, make interviewers happy, get the job. Okay, so for that I am going to start my Python program to do some. We'll give the same name to some app.python because this is Python, not Java, so py. Okay, and now let's do that. Let's write the method. It's a lot shorter code in Python. You'll see that def to sum. Okay, and I'm going to pass nums and then target. Okay, and what am I going to do is I'm going to create one dictionary, sin dictionary. Now initially it is empty. Okay, and now what I need to do is I need to iterate through the numbers. I have a number there. Let me also get line numbers here so that it's easy for us. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to iterate into over this number, which is actually an array. Okay, you could think that is some sort of a collection, because array is a collection. Did I get my this thing right? Let me get that. Okay, that is right. All right, so Python also has for keyword, but it will look a little bit different. For I and k, I'll explain this. I is the index, the number of iteration, how many iterations I'm going to make. It's independent of my collection, but of course it will run for the collection. And key is the key, because I'm going to use in my collection. I'm going to use something here, enumerate key. What this does is it enumerates over this array, and then actually this is going to be some sort of, we'll see later. We are going to create actually a dictionary. We've already created an empty dictionary, but we are going to fill that. Okay, let's see this one. So what it does is, for this collection, it will iterate, and it will iterate over the keys. That's why I wrote the key there, and how it is done and what is expected. Let's see that. Okay, other num. That's what I had in a Java program as well. So we're keeping the identifier same, but I need to mention type here because types are automatically inferred here. Target, have the same variable, or you could be my target, something like that, minus k. K is my number key, because I'll soon show you, because numbers are stored in the key. Now numbers, okay, I kind of for this current iteration I subtract my number, the key, which is a key, from target, and if that's and if this other num, I'm going to check now other num, if other num in syndict, if you already saw that this number, if you already saw that, that means it's part of this array or part of this collection, let's say. If you did not see it, it's not, right? So we need to insert that. If we saw it, we already found the match actually, because we found the k, and then when you subtract k, is giving other number which is also in the same collection. That means those two numbers add up to target, right? So that's the advantage of subtracting a instead of adding, meaning instead of doing k plus other number is equal to target. Okay, if it's already there, then what do? We do in Python, remember, after every every this kind of statement like for loop, then anything that's embedded inside any control structure, it comes after a tab. So it doesn't use bracket, it uses tab, pretty much like English language, which is also nice actually in some way. Let's write that. So if we find the match, then we return. So here it's easy. I don't have to do new array, something like that, square bracket. I can just say syn dictionary, and then I'm going to other num. That will give me the index, because I'm going to return the index because I passed the key. It'll give me the value. Okay, syn a number, and then I get I. Okay, so now that's what I return when there is a match. If there is no match, and that's what I'm doing. This is what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is syn dictionary. I'm going to add my number is going to be my key, and then my index, the iteration here, that's going to be my value. Okay, and then that one completes that particular logic. And if I don't find any match, what do? I just return the empty collection. Okay, so that's pretty much about it actually, as far as the implementation logic is concerned. But I need to run it. So for that I need some infrastructure. I define the main logic, but I need some infrastructure to run it. So that's not the main goal of this kind of video, or even the entire course or series, because here we just learn to develop logic to implement particular algorithm, or find a solution for the algorithm. So in the interview, if you do write number 1 to number 9, line number 1 to line number 9 correctly, if that gives a good correct result, your interviewer will be happy. You don't have to even write the fully runnable like main or any other method like that, because they already have those kind of things, or your interviewer is very much capable of checking your your implementation. So we don't have to worry. But here, just for completion purpose, I'm just going to write it because it's fun. I will be able to run it and see the output. In that way, we have confidence that this solution actually works. Okay, so for that, I'm going to write a main method here. In Python also we have something main, and in this main, what do? Is I define my nums. Let me do that. Yeah, this is the array here. So what's my num? 10, 20. What's my num? Let's check that over here. 10, 20, 35, 40. Okay, 10, 20, 35, 40. I don't need semicolon. I'm going to next line. My target is equal to 30, and my 30. My result is equal to, that's the result of calling to sum, and I pass my nums and my target, okay, and then next I print my, and Python is capable of doing this, printing this array without me requiring to extract element. That's a nice thing about it. Okay, so this alone doesn't run it. Okay, if I'm supplying it to the interpreter, I need one more thing here. That is, I need to say this one: if a name is equal to main. Okay, it's going to mask the names. Okay, defines main, then I need to call the main method, which calls my toSum method in line number 14, and also highlighted here. So this one should do the job. Okay, but we will run and see. Actually, we need to see whether it works correctly. If there are errors, we need to fix that. So now let's go to the terminal in another tab, and then try to supply this program to the Python interpreter, Python 3. Okay, we're going to use Python 3 because that's the latest major version of Python now. Okay, let's see. We're getting empty. Man, we're getting empty. Why are we getting empty? That's very interesting. Let's see, it's in dictionary, ik in key, if other number is target minus k. If other num is, oh, actually it is not is, other number is not. That's why we got an empty. Yes, actually that's not what we want to test. We want to test other number in the dictionary. It will check whether it's a part of it, not exactly it, because it cannot be exactly it is, right? Because there can be several numbers, or it can be empty initially. So all right, let's run it next time again. 0 and 1. Okay, now we're good. We found the solution. So that's what the Python solution is. See, compared to Java, it looks fairly short, straightforward. So we have defined the function here in the line number 1, and then we create empty dictionary. Now we are iterating over that collection, and key is actually iterating over the key. That's why we have key, and this first I is more like in your iteration index. Okay, so other number target minus k, and then we compare whether that other number is in the SIN dictionary. Initially it's empty because it can only be in SIN dictionary if we executed line number 8. Okay, that one we execute when we don't find the match. So initially if we don't find the match, that's going to be inserted. For first 10 is going to be inserted there. Okay, and then it comes before that, obviously we do that for 10 is going to be 30 minus 10 is with 20 in SIN dictionary. No, because it's empty initially in the first iteration, so it will not return anything. It will come to else. It will add SIN dictionary key as a 10 and the index as 0. Okay, now let's go to the second iteration. It comes with a 20. So for 20, other number is 20. 30 minus 20 is 10. Okay, 10. If 10 in SIN dictionary, that is true. Okay, if that is true, return SIN dictionary other number. That other number. What is the other number's index? My other number is now 10. Okay, so that's going to be other number index is 10. Other number is index is 10. Okay, sorry, other number is 10, but the index is 0. That's 0, and then my current iteration is 1. So that's 1, right? So that's going to be returned 0 and 1. So 2 iterations we're going to get an answer. So in the main, what do we have? We just give the numbers, the array, whatever we got, and then we define target over here in line number 13, and then we are invoking toSum function there. If it's Java, you would have called method. If there was a class here, also in Python, also you can have a method if there is a class, but we're not making use of class here. And then we print the result. Python is capable of printing the array result. We don't have to do extraction. And the last two lines, line number 17 and 18, we do some name matching. That's how Python interpreter will be able to find, the main function, which calls toSum function, and we get the result. So this one completes our Python implementation for toSum problem which is commonly asked in many high-tech company, many popular companies like Google, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, Facebook, you name it. Okay, so we completed this particular task with two programming languages, one in Java, one of the most popular internet programming languages, and then the second with this one, current one, this solution in Python. And Python is also coming up. It's one of the most popular languages for machine learning. So people these days are looking for Python skills as well. Also, it's used for scripting. So this is a fun language to learn. Actually, you can see that programs are shorter. But the advantage is Java is that Java is very, very widely used in the enterprises. You are very likely to find Java code in a large enterprise. Okay, and there are many. There are millions of projects in Java. So that's why we decided to program in two different programming languages. This completes our session for this particular problem, the two-sum problem. I will say goodbye now until we meet next.